A lot of times we'll gain a client and they're being hosted with another server. And sometimes that takes a little bit of time to get everything moved over. Plus, we need a little time to develop the site, and we don't want the client to not have a website while we're developing it. So we will develop it locally or on our servers. The only problem is that since the website's hosted somewhere else, if I tell you to go to that domain, there's no way for you to see it. So what we need to do is tell your local machine, your computer, that when you punch in this domain right here, it's going to go to our server so you can see how the new site is progressing. So it's really easy as long as you follow these simple steps. All right. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm using Windows 7. You're going to click on the Start button, and then just right down here, you can just type Notepad. Now, before you just click on it, what you want to do is you want to right-click and then left-click Run as Administrator. Go ahead and hit Yes, and let me slide this into the picture. So your computer has something called a host file. And what that file does is we can actually tell our computer before it goes out to the internet that we want to point that domain to the staging server. So that file exists in the file structure. So in Windows, you would go to the local disk. That's the main one, the C drive. That should be main for pretty much everybody. And then go down to Windows. And then we're going to look for something called System32. We're going to look for another directory called Drivers. And then finally, etc. Except there's one problem. There's nothing here. And that's because it's looking for a .txt file, but we want to change that to all files. So as soon as we do that, then our host file appears. So let's go ahead and click on that, and you'll see this. Now, this is a really simple part. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our IP address, 72.3.221.8. You want to hit tab, and then I'm going to say www.rwscrew.com. Last thing you do here is we're going to save it and then go ahead and get out of it. And just for good measure, let's go ahead and exit out of the browser and then just relaunch the browser. Just kind of clear out the cache. And if we go to www.rwscrew, now you'll see what we're developing. If we want to reverse this process, it's very simple. Same thing as we did pretty much. I'm just going to go over here, do the same thing again. Notepad, right click, and run as the administrator. Open this up. So we have to change this, and let's make it all files. Go to your host file and highlight it, and then hit delete or backspace. Save it. Close this out, and again, let's go ahead and close out of our browser. Let's relaunch. And now if I go to www.rwscrew.com, now I'm back to normal again. Just keep in mind, this is not going to affect anybody else. It's not going to affect what anybody else sees. This is only changing the IP for your eyes only. So even though you do this, nobody else is going to see that development site. Any questions? Give us a call, 330-721-4600. Drop us an email, which is support@absolute, ABSOLUTE, the number 0.net. Thanks for watching.